Nursing home employees and residents rally for additional funding at Boston State House. Lawmakers seek $250 million infusion for geriatric services. Employee compelled to testify in civil assault case against nursing home leads to $7.5 million award. And the Supreme Court backs employers, arbitration over class action claims. This and more, next.
You're watching LTC News with Dane Henning.
Welcome to CNA TV Long-Term Care News. I'm Dane Henning. Today is Friday, May 25th, 2018. Massachusetts nursing home residents, workers, and administrators are urging lawmakers to support increasing funding, 22 News WWLP reported on Wednesday. They rallied at the State House in Boston to draw attention to the need for additional funding and a worker shortage. The Massachusetts Senior Care Association said the state's Medicaid program, Mass Health, underfunds each resident's care by $37 each day. We have a state government that mandates an $11 an hour minimum wage, Matt Salmon explained, while on average they pay a nursing home $8.33 an hour to take care of someone who's on Medicaid. Angela Perry, a rehab resident from Chelsea, told 22 News, quote, "People are suffering on the staff that don't have enough money." The group is hoping the state will approve funding to support the state's more than 60,000 direct care workers. McKnight's Long-Term Care News reports that a bill introduced by Senator Susan Collins, a Republican from Maine, on Tuesday seeks more than $50 million annually to address workforce training, clinical staffing, and support service issues across the U.S. as the nation prepares for the long-awaited silver tsunami. The bipartisan legislation, co-sponsored by Bob Casey, the Democrat from Pennsylvania, would reauthorize the Geriatrics Workforce Enhancement Program, GWEP, at $45 million annually over the next 5 years and reinstate the Geriatric Academic Career Awards Program at $6 million per year. Leading Age President and CEO Katie Smith Sloan said she was pleased the Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee held a hearing on the workforce issue. The Elder Care Workforce Alliance, of which Leading Age is a member, has endorsed Collins' bill. Collins noted in a statement that the country is, quote, facing a critical shortage of geriatric health professionals and direct service workers. She said if we remain in our current trajectory, the shortfall will only grow worse. We'll be back right after this break.
I promise you, in a NACA facility, residents get better care because they're being cared for by a higher educated, and I'm not talking college, I'm talking a person that has industry education. This makes them the best at the bedside, and we've proven it time and time again.
NACA takes care of our CNAs, the most important force within any long-term care community.
What a pleasure it has been and will continue to be to have the partnership that we have in Arizona, and I would really encourage other states to do the same.
Any facility out there that may be watching this that would like to go through the NACA process of transformation, you get a hold of NACA and we'll be there to serve with excellence every day, all day, anytime you need us.
For more information, visit us online at NACACNA.org or call 417-623-6049.
I suppose I shouldn't be complaining because I have several friends and relatives up in northern Iowa who have it a lot worse than I do down here in southern Missouri right now. The past can hurt. You can either run from it or you can learn from it.
Watch Katie in the Morning with Katie Page, weekdays, 10 a.m. Central.
A Pennsylvania jury has awarded $7.5 million to the family of a dementia patient who was sexually assaulted by a fellow resident of her nursing home. After a 2-week trial, a Lancaster County jury found Maple Farm Nursing Center and its parent company were 85% liable for the 2013 sexual assault. The jury also found that the facility owned by Garden Spot Village had shown reckless indifference in failing to prevent the assault by a resident with a known history of sexual violence, according to the Legal Intelligencer. The law website reported that the case broke new ground with a Superior Court decision that the Older Adults Protective Services Act does not prevent individuals who report elder abuse from testifying in subsequent civil litigation. A 3-judge panel rejected the nursing home's argument that its employees' testimony was privileged under the act. A plaintiff's memo contended that the accused resident, Glenn Hershey, who has cerebral palsy, targeted the 82-year-old victim because of her dementia. Maple Farm knew Hershey was a registered sex offender who had been previously convicted of rape, and in its own filing said it had screened Hershey before admitting him. Hershey, 71, is in state prison, was not able to attend the trial, according to LNP Media Group. His victim has since died. The U.S. Supreme Court on Monday ruled that private sector companies may force employees to individually arbitrate alleged violations of federal labor law rather than allowing them to seek class action remedies as a group. The 5-4 vote is considered a blow to workers, including those at Epic Systems Corporation, who brought one of 3 related cases being decided by the court. In the majority opinion, Justice Neil Gorsuch wrote that the 1925 Federal Arbitration Act trumps the National Labor Relations Act. The ruling means that employees who sign employment agreements to arbitrate claims must do so and cannot try to remedy wage or hour violations in the courts first. In her dissent, Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg called the majority opinion, quote, egregiously wrong. She argued that the newer federal labor laws should preempt arm twist and take it or leave it provisions that many employees insist upon as a term of employment. She warned of under-enforcement of federal and state statutes designed to advance employee safety and well-being. The ruling came in 3 cases potentially involving tens of thousands of non-union employees brought against software developer Epic Systems Corporation, Ernst & Young LLP, and Murphy Oil USA Incorporated. Each required its individual employees, as a condition of employment, to waive their rights to join a class action suit. An employee had sued Epic after it denied him and others overtime wages. In all 3 cases, employees argued that the cost of bringing such cases individually would be swallowed up by legal fees. This has been your long-term care news update. Everyone have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next week.